Let's understand how we can utilize a docker file for our custom project. Basically, docker file is nothing but a base image along with your custom pre-built app which you want to provide to your friends or whoever the person who wants to see or utilize your app, or where you, let's say in the next step you want to use that particular docker file to publish on the AWS, or we want to use that particular docker file for running a containers with the Kubernetes. So let's see how we can use a write a docker file. First step is, let's create a folder. Let's say my app 4. I'll open this in a terminal. So I'll write code dot. Okay, now the next step is we have to write a docker file. What are the four basic thing we should have for a docker file? I'll draw here. So four parts are: first is the from. These are the four commands we should have in a docker file. Second, we should have a copy command, then work directory, and the last one is the port. So guys, these are the four command we should be having in a docker file. Obviously, when you want to write a custom custom docker file with lots of new things which you want to add, then, or multiple images if you want, there will be advanced command you have to use. But as of now, to run a simple docker file or docker container, we should have at least these four commands in our docker file. Okay, so let's write our docker file. I'll just write docker file, no need to write any extension. Then write a from. The base image would be, for my case, I'm going to consider a PHP image, so I'll write PHP 8.0 and it's a Apache. Okay, after that, copy command. Source and destination is in our case. If let's say my app is PHP, inside that I have created a folder source, and inside that I have a simple app is a index.php. I'm writing. Let's write simple echo command, echo hello from custom docker file. Okay, so this is the app we have. So I'll write dot php dot src. So this is the source. Destination, obviously we have Apache, so then we have to consider var www and then html. So this is the copy command will copy this all the contents of this folder, and it will paste it into the html, this location, html folder. Now we have a copy command we have done. Now we have to specify what is the working directory for our app. So this is the working directory. Okay, and then which port we want to expose with this. So let's say expose command would be port 80 in our case. Now our docker file is ready. That's it, my friend. Now let's see how we can run this particular docker file. For that, we have to go to the terminal. Let's write clear just to see plain page. Now let's type ls. You can see what are the contents of the file are same, or we working on the same file or not. Just type cat docker file. Okay, so this is the file, it's correct. Now let's build the image. So what command you have to type is docker build hyphen t means tag name of the file. Let's write my app4 is the name of the image, and I'm going to type dot as a current working directory for building the image. Once I do that, you have to wait for a couple of minutes, seconds, depending upon internet speed if you are pulling the image from the internet. Now our image is ready. Let's confirm docker images. You can see my app4 is there, so I'm going to run this app by typing command docker run. I want to expose a port 9000 with the port 80 which I'm going to bind with the name of the app is my app4. Okay, now I have to go to the browser. Let me go to that. I'll say localhost 9000. You can see hello from custom docker file which we have written. Our app is available along with that image. Let's go to the file again and see what are the key things we have to remember. Docker file is a custom docker image. If we want to build, then we will use our custom docker file. We will write the content, we will provide the source and destination of that folder. But please remember that once we have images built, we won't be able to expose, or rather than saying the expose, though whatever the changes you have, they won't be able to